Hey, what's up, guys? Tukey here, back again with another episode of my Montreal Canadiens franchise mode series. You know the deal. We're back with the webcam because it's a playoff video. We got to treat it like a big deal. I'm back to 100% personally. I'm feeling good. Will I feel that way in about 10 to 20 minutes time? We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Because in this episode, we are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round of the postseason. We took on Carolina in round one, dispatched of them fairly easily, despite the fact that our bottom six was really struggling to put up points. To combat that, we have made a couple of player type changes. Preston Garlock and his 91 offensive awareness, we've changed him to a playmaker. Even though he is a great two-way, we've changed him to a playmaker. Murray Heino is still going to be a two-way. Jonah Simmons has been changed to a sniper. So we're going to try and make more use of Garlock and Simmons' offensive capabilities. And Adrian Morel, who was a sniper, I've changed him over to a two-way. Of course, he's on that fourth line with Deneau and Conklin. So the main goal was to try and get more offense out of this bottom six. The only other option I saw was to probably drop Heino down to the fourth line, but it doesn't seem like a very favorable idea. Basically, it would end up being probably something like that. Garlock, Conklin, Simmons, Deneau, Heino, and Worrell. There's a chance that could happen if the bottom six continues to struggle to put up points. We'll see what happens. But for now, those are the changes to the lineup. Let's take a look at what we're up against in the form of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I am not excited for this whatsoever. That's why. Because Andre Palat, despite being 34 years old, is still there. 35-year-old Steven Stamkos is still there. I'm going to skip over Jake DeBrusk for a minute. Nikita Kucherov is still there. We tried to acquire him. Didn't happen. We ended up with Clayton Keller instead. We'll see how much that backfires. Jake DeBrusk, though, is there. We'll take a look at the point totals, actually. Palat with 5 points in the first round. How many games? 4 games. Oh, cool. They swept the first round. That's right. They swept Buffalo in the first round. How could I forget? Emmy, are you okay? I don't think you're okay, doggo. I don't think you are. Anyway, let's try to focus back in here. Stamkos with 4 points. DeBrusk didn't do much. The second line, though, is Nemesnikov with Braden Point and Kucherov. The third line, not sure why I did that. I could have just hit the trigger. It would have worked out just as well. Is Sonny Milano with Jacob Forsbacka, Carlson, and Taylor Radish, who is an 86, by the way. Good Lord. Wish you had become that in Hartford. The fourth line, Boris Kachuk with Brett Howden and Tyler Johnson, still kicking around on that team. I don't need to say it. It's a very deep team. It's a very good team. We're in a bit of trouble. The defense, it's not as promising, I guess. We're in trouble, man. That's all I can say. We're in a lot of trouble. Nikita Zadorov with Mikhail Sergachev as the top pairing is scary. Victor Hedman on the second pairing with Petri Lume is scary. 7th round pick, low elite potential Petri Lume. Somehow one of the low elite players who has managed to actually develop into something. Imagine that. Libor Hayek is on the third pairing with Matt Spencer. The goaltender is Andrei Vasilevsky. No Carey Price at this point. So at least, that will not play a factor for us or for them. And it won't play a factor when it comes to this series, is what I'm trying to say. Can you tell I'm nervous? Can you tell I'm anxious to get this series underway? I feel like it's pretty evident. I don't expect a ton of success with this team. But I'm feeling the pressure to win a cup more than ever before. Maybe more than any other of my series. I really feel like we need to win a cup in this series before it ends. And that journey to get there is still alive. Or the dream to get there is still alive. Squeaky chair for the win. Let's do this. Game 1. First period. On home ice. And you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Cale Makar and Patrick Lucic, almost forgot his name was Patrick for a minute, get the opening 2 goals. Sonny Milano gets a goal back. We outshot them 15-10. We're up 2-1. Second period. Stamkos made it 2-all. Keller, Panayi, Franzen. 3 goals in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. All from the same spot. And we have a 5-2 lead. Andrei Vasilevsky gives up 5 goals on 24 shots through 2 periods. And that sets us up for the third. Hedman gets one back. It's 5-3. Forsbach, Carlson gets another one back. It's 5-4. Keller. Thank you. It's 6-4. This is ridiculous. 10 goals between these 2 goalies, and we're not done yet. We're not able to convert on that power play. We're able to get a goal anyway, though. Philip Deneau. Don't you know? Juleson makes it 8. Jesus Christ. Is this what the real playoffs are going to be like? Can you imagine the 2018 postseason? Is this what it's going to be like? 8-4 final. 42 shots. Vasilevsky gave up 8 goals. He got the Patrick Waugh treatment. There was no backup appearance. My God. 4-point night for Joel Farabee. 2 goals for Keller. 2-point night for Ned Panayi. That was ridiculous. 8 goals. 8 goals. My God. 4 points again for Farabee. 3 for Cunning. 2 for Franzen. Although, funny enough, Franzen and Lucic were both -2. So that pairing struggled a little bit. The only players without points, Conklin, Jenks, Norris, Simmons, and Worrell. How Norris struggled to get points, I don't know. But, hey, a win is a win. And we just lost our number 1 center. We just lost our number 1 center. Pascal Laberge, welcome back, buddy. Welcome to this nightmare situation. I mean, I immediately know what I want to do to change this. And that is going to be to put Keller with... I mean, Panayi is on the top line by default. He has 7 points. Farabee's killing it. You know what? Yeah, I'm thinking this is the way to go. So Farabee, Keller, Atkinson, Panayi, Norris, Simmons, Garlock, Heinold, Conklin, Worrell, Deneau, and Pascal Laberge. The defense remains the same. The power play isn't ideal with Murray Heinold there. We need to take him out for Simmons. And let's go with... Yeah, Norris is struggling. So let's have this. Actually, you know what? Nah, that's good. That works. That's fine. We'll have Panayi on the second power play unit. I was a little bit concerned, actually, about having him on the second power play unit. We'll see how it goes. The penalty kill, it's also a bit rough, if we're going to be honest. Philip Deneau is really not happy with me. Which is fine. I mean, you were the last, you're the last man here from that, era of this franchise. If you want out after this season, fine by me. Hell, if you want out mid-postseason, mid-series, it's fine by me. I'll call up Pascal Laberge. Well, I'll keep Pascal Laberge here. I'll call up Cole Lind. It'll be all well and good. Speaking of all well and good, I hope that, continues to describe our success in this series. Although we are, trailing 3-0 within the first 2.5 minutes. First period, game 2, is scoreless. We are outshot 16-8. Right. Second period, not scoreless. Taylor Radish gets the opening goal. Joel Farabee ties it. Preston Garlock gets the goal. It's a 2-1 lead. I mean, the only thing we're missing is a goal, in the top left corner. Right, which thankfully I'm glad is missing because that means it would be a tie game. Third period, we have the lead. Garlock's goal standing up as the winner. Will it continue to do so? Probably not. Power play chance for the Lightning is killed off. We're halfway through the third. Can we hold on? Please, I'm begging you. Can we hold on? Spike Richmond, shut the door because you fucking blew it. We're going to overtime. Steven Stamkos, with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go, ties the game. And that puts us into this situation now, doesn't it? 42 shots to 28. I can't blame Richmond. Overtime. Let's go. Will it end early as it loves to do? Power play opportunity is out the door. Another power play opportunity. 5-on-3. How we deserve to lose. Just go ahead and end it, Tampa. Just go ahead. We had a 5-on-3. We deserve to lose. They're up to 50 shots. For the love of God, we put 8 past Vasilevsky. Can we not get a third? Double overtime. 52 shots to 41. And it's 2-all. These two goaltenders gave up a combined 12 goals, and now they are just killing it. That's the only way to explain it. Double overtime typically ends quickly. I'm going to say it ends within 5 seconds. That's typically how it goes. Double overtime. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go with 5.5 seconds. Patrick Lucic with the OT winner. I have the clock on OBS so I could kind of, just count up and actually track the real seconds. And it worked out. Don't know why I'm going all bug-eyed, but that's okay. It's all good. It's because I'm happy. We have a 2-0 series lead. We took advantage of home ice. Patrick Lucic with the winner. 51 saves for Spike Richmond. He is never buying dinner again. Squeaky chair, can you play for me? Squeaky chair, please. I can't do this. Ned Panay is injured. 2 members of our top 6 are out. And this is testing the team depth that we currently don't have. Like, really, we don't have team depth. That was kind of the problem with this season. Yikes. Alright, I need to figure out where I want everybody to play. And then I'm going to have to change position types, otherwise the power play is going to be a disaster. You know what? Well, I can still, I can play Worrell on the offhand still. That's fine. I mean, this is basically it. That is basically it. So, Deneau needs to be moved to a center. Keller needs to be moved to center. Let's do that really quick. We'll just go best lines down in the AHL. Deneau to left wing. Keller to center, just for the moment, so that we can go best lines and have the power play be set up as it needs to be. And then I'm going to have to change it back. The joys of dealing with injuries. So Philip Deneau, hopefully you can kind of bounce back here. You're in a bit of a downward spiral. You're the captain of this team, buddy. We did, in fact, name you captain once everyone else was traded. Can you at least get it together long enough to win a cup with this team? Then you can leave, and everybody from that era of the Habs can, go and feel like, hey, we did it. They can live vicariously through you because you were a part of the team that finally got it done. Or you can continue to suck. That would, that would not be the preferred option, but I suppose, he has a choice. He can continue to just not be happy for whatever reason. I don't know. Shit happens. Alright, so we'll go best lines. Let's just swap these two around, and now by default, the power play is going to be set up a little bit better. So that works. Yep, that works. Alright, Game 3 coming up in Tampa. We won the first 2, obviously. Every series has a 2-0 series lead. Go figure. Oh, God. Alright. Here we go. We are without 2 of our better players up until Game 6. Let's hope it doesn't make it that far. Can Spike Richmond continue this dominant performance? I certainly hope so. First period of Game 3. Let's see what happens. it's scoreless. 15 shots to 7. I guess I don't really have to be, you know, that, what's the right word? What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Anxious. Anxious. Second period. We got a little bit of a reason to be anxious now, though. Nikita Kucherov scores. Norm Jenks. Thought it was Nolan for a second. It's Norm Jenks. Tied it, only for Brett Howden with 104 left in the period. Only for him to score with 104 left in the period. We're down 2-1, despite outshooting them 28-21. The very first shot of the period, 35 seconds in, Clayton Keller ties this game. We kill off a power play for Tampa. We kill the penalty, and Joel Farabee makes it 3-2. What a momentum swing. Another power play for the Lightning. That is killed off. 5.5 minutes to go. Can Spike Richmond and the Habs lock it down? Yes, they can. A massive third period momentum swing. Clayton Keller, 35 seconds in. Joel Farabee after we kill off the penalty. And we have a 3-0 series lead on Tampa, who swept Buffalo. Spike Richmond killed it again. Joel Farabee continuing to get it done. We are 1 win away from a conference final. We have put up an astonishing 14 goals in 3 games on Andrei Vasilevsky, whereas Scott Darling, we kind of struggled there for a bit. So our offense, despite missing some of our key players, has found its form. We have no reason to make any lineup changes. Game 4 in Tampa. I'm a little bit pessimistic, we'll say, about our chances to, sweep it here. I wouldn't be surprised if the series goes 7, to be honest. But you never know. Maybe we can get the job done right here and right now. First period of Game 4. And that is about the start that I expected, to be honest. Forsbacka Karlsson and Steven Stamkos get the opening 2 goals. They outshot us 14-9. Second period. Yeah. I've played this game too much I'm just going to hit the button. Yeah, we get shut out 6-0. I've played this game too much. I know the tendencies and how this goes, especially in the postseason. Vasilevsky bounces back, 36 save shutout. This series is not over. I saw it coming from a mile away. I'm not too aggravated about it, but I saw it coming from a mile away. How many times throughout the course of the Montreal and Hartford series have we had a 3-0 series lead and not swept the opposing team? I feel like it's very rare for us to get that sweep, even if it looks like there's no chance for the opposing team in Game 4. We are jumping right into Game 5 on home ice. Hopefully we can bounce back and end this series. First period. That is much better. Pascal Laberge and Kip Conklin with the opening 2 goals, 10 shots to 8 in our favor. Second period is scoreless. They're outshooting us 23-18, but we still have the lead on the board. We are 20 minutes away. Early power play chance for the Lightning is killed off. We have one of our own now. It's an extended power play that we can't do anything with, but we're already halfway through the third. Another power play opportunity, 5-on-3. We're not able to capitalize, but it kills off some time, but not enough as Nemesnikov scores. Another power play chance for us. We're going to overtime. All of those power play chances. Yet here we are, going to overtime because of goals from Nemesnikov and Forsbacka Karlsson. Let's do it. OT. Will it end quickly? Probably. Is it going to be the result I want? Of course not. Braden Point gets the win. We blow it too. I mean, you know what? No, here. Let's just sit back. Let's just sit back and relax. No, yeah, no, that's fine. No, here, I'll move the mic forward a bit more. It's fine. So how you doing? You doing well? I'm not. Because this is like friggin' Groundhog Day, where I'm just watching the same script repeat itself over and over again. We have a 3-0 series lead, yet here we are going to Game 6 for no reason whatsoever. Suddenly, the team loses all killer instinct. Every series is at 3-2 because it is. Coincidence, I'm sure. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Coland has no points. Headed to Zworel, who was supposed to be our big acquisition. So Cole Lind is going to be the one that gets sent down. Of course, I mean, we got to make sure. It's going to put in Panay by default, too. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt again. He will. He definitely will. So let's go. What did we have? We had this combination right there. So we're back to the lines that brought us to the dance. The question is, are we good enough to win a damn game? Well, let's find out, shall we? Pascal Laberge is a healthy scratch. We have a 3-2 series lead. I would have preferred to have swept them and not had to go through this. For the love of all that is good, end this in Game 6. Do not go back to Montreal for Game 7. Don't do it. I'll forfeit the game. I'll find a way. First period of Game 6. Jake DeBrusk gets the opening goal exactly 2 minutes in. We outshot them 12-5. Second period is scoreless. 27 shots to 13. Third period. Early power play chance for Tampa. That's killed off. I should have taken a look at how many power play chances we had in the last game. Joel Farabee, thank you. We're tied halfway through the third. Atkinson, thank you. Cakeson. I'll start calling you Cakeson. 3.5 to go. 2.5. 1.5. 30 seconds. Yes. Breathe. Let's just take a moment. All right, let's just calm down. Breathe a sigh of relief. For this is an historic day. As for once, we didn't absolutely blow it in the playoffs. We've had a history in this series of blowing it in the playoffs. But not today. That didn't need to go 6 games. We didn't need to go through that. It could have just ended in 4. But at the very least, we are moving on. We are going back to the Eastern Conference Final. Do I want to scout our goalies? I don't think I do. That's right, I abandoned scouting at goaltenders to the Liga for 2 weeks. To the Liga. I guess I'll sit back up now. I'll be a bit more professional. And we're playing Toronto. I didn't mean to sim that far ahead. But there you go. There's your confirmation. Montreal and Toronto in the conference final. Winner goes to the Stanley Cup to play the winner of Winnipeg and Nashville. We'll take a look at what our team has done so far. We'll take a look at the Maple Leafs lineup in the next episode. But, man. I'm happy. But I really thought we were going to lose. Joel Farabee is killing it with 16 points this postseason. Kurt Cunning with 9 points in 8 games. So he is doing incredibly well. Also, Clayton Keller with 6 goals so far this postseason, 10 points in total. That's what we got him for. Ned Panay with 8 points in 9 games. So he's doing extremely well. Josh Norris with 5 points. It's a bit disappointing. Cole Atkinson with 8 points, but he did get the winner. So I'm not complaining too much. Garlock, struggling. High note, still struggling. I mean, the third line's gotten worse. I don't know. We are winning in spite of our bottom 6. It's at the point where you almost have to wonder, like, okay, what do we do? You know, do we go with this alternate setup that I mentioned in the previous episode? Do we go with Conklin at center just to try it? Do we go with, say, Norris on the second line with Garlock and Conklin? Then we have Atkinson with Simmons and Panay. Let me know what you think. We have a couple of different combinations there. On defense, it's okay. It's at least not worth changing between what we have set up here. The only swap would be Juleson for Franzen. That's the only thing I'd do, and right now that's not worth it. The man of the hour, the man with the power, too sweet to be a sour. 933 save percentage. Spike Richmond is killing it. He is a big part of the reason as to why we are here. The continued success of our top 6 is the reason why we are here. 8 wins down, 8 to go, but we cannot look past Toronto. Not at all. Not at all. I'm intrigued to see what their lineup is at this point. They finished with 46 wins in the regular season. Guys, that will do it for this one. I don't feel like I'm forgetting to say anything. Let me know what you think about the lineup. And again, we're halfway there. We are halfway there, but we can't look past Toronto. They've gone to 7 games twice. We have gone to Game 6 twice. They have gone to Game 7 twice. They upset Washington. They also beat the Islanders in 7. And the west side of the bracket. I can't believe we won this series. Screw it. I'm just going to say it. I cannot believe that we won this series. But I'm glad that we did. The end. Have a good one. Take it easy.